English by the Nature Method by Arthur M. Jensen. Brought to you by Ayan Academy.
Chapter 21 The Study of English. One winter evening in a small European town, 3 young men came together in the home of one of their old teachers. They had not been taught English at school, and in their work they had seen many times that it would be a good thing for them to know some English. So 5 months ago they wrote a letter to one of the teachers of their old school and asked him to teach them English. They knew he had been to England several times and that he spoke the language well. He was glad to hear that they were interested in English and answered that he would like very much to teach them. They began their study of English 4 months ago and had come to the house of their teacher several times a week, sometimes twice a week, and sometimes 3 times a week. If they were to come only once a week, it would take too long to learn English. They had read about the Smith family and were almost at the end of the book. Now the young men were in their teacher's sitting room, ready to begin their studies. They were alone at first, but at 10 minutes past 8 their teacher came in. "Good evening, boys," he said when he came in. "I am a little late tonight. I had to put my little son to bed because my wife is not at home, and I had to wait until he was asleep, or he would call all the time." "I have never seen your son," said one of the young men. "Couldn't we go and have a look at him?" "Yes," the teacher answered, "but we shall have to be quiet. If we make a noise, he will wake up from his sleep, and then it will be a long time before he goes to sleep again." So they went up into the bedroom to have a look at the sleeping child. "He is very quiet now, because he is sleeping," the teacher said when they came down again. "But when he is awake, he makes a great noise all the time. I must go up now, and then to see that he is warm enough, because my wife says that he is beginning a cold. He is sleeping in our room tonight, but when he is well, he always sleeps in his own room. Well, let us go back to our studies. You know that parents always talk too much about their children," the teacher said with a smile on his face. "Oh, that is all right," one of the young men answered, smiling. An hour later they got to the end of the last exercise about the Smith family. They had given the answers to all the questions in the exercises except the last one, and now the teacher asked one of the young men the last question. "Did the children have a good time?" The young man gave the answer. "Yes, they had the best time they had had for a long time." "That is right," said the teacher. "And now I want to talk to you about something new. You have learned English now for 4 months, and you already know many words. Sometimes we speak English together, but from now on I want you to speak English always when we do our study work. How do you like that idea?" "It is a good idea, and I like it very much," one of the young men answered, and the others also said that the idea was good. "It would be a good idea to begin now, tonight," the teacher said. "I will try to put the words together in such a way that you will be able to understand the new words, and if you do not understand what a word means, just ask me what the meaning of it is, and I will explain it to you in some other way, speaking English all the time. Did you understand everything I said now?" "Yes, we understood every word, also the new words." One of the young men. "I have a good idea. It would be much better to use English names when we speak English." "Yes," the teacher answered. "The English word for my name would be Miller, and your name would be Brown." tell us the English words for our names too," the other young men asked the teacher. "Your name," he said to one of them, "would be Storm, and your name," he said to the other, "would be Wood." "It is a good idea. From tonight, we will all be English people twice a week." "I am already beginning to feel very English," Brown said. "Well, the name is not enough for me to feel English," said Wood. "I shall have to hear my new name several times before I can remember who Mr. Wood is. I am writing it down in my book now to remember my new name." "What is it, Storm? Why are you so quiet?" "I am trying to remember my new name too. When you have heard it 3 or 4 times, you will not forget it," said Mr. Miller. "You have forgotten that you have been asked to look after the boy, Mr. Miller. He is calling you now," said Brown. "Oh, and my wife is coming through the garden now. What will she say when she finds the boy awake? I shall have to explain to her that we had so much to talk about tonight that we forgot him. I hope he will go to sleep again and have a good sleep all night. Last night he woke up 3 times. I want to ask you a question," Storm said to the others when the teacher had gone up to the boy. "What does the word explain mean?" I did not like to ask the teacher about it, because I could see that you two understood it. "Yes, I understood it," Wood answered. "It means to give the meaning of something, or to tell why something is done, or how it is done." "Oh yes, when you say it in this way, I understand what it means. Thank you." When Mr. Miller came down again, he said to the young men, "I hope you will have a cup of coffee with us. My wife has already made the coffee and is now putting the cups on the table. She will be interested to hear you speak English because she has been to England with me several times and speaks the language very well." "I don't feel hungry," said Wood, "but I would like a cup of coffee and a talk with your wife about the language we are all so interested in."